The first time ever, Kelly sets the record straight with on-the-record confirmation of a number of damning details about Donald Trump from background sources, including from a 2020 Atlantic story reported with unnamed sources by editor-in-chief Jeffrey Goldberg, including the stunning detail that Trump turned to Kelly on Memorial Day at Arlington National Cemetery in 2017 and asked, "I don't get it. What was in it for them?" This is Kelly confirming on the record stories of Trump insulting Senator John McCain and former President George H.W. Bush because in Vietnam and in World War II, respectively, the former aviators were shot down. Kelly describes Trump as, quote, "a person that thinks those who defend their country in uniform or are shot down or seriously wounded in combat or spend years being tortured as POWs are all, quote, suckers because, quote, there is nothing in it for them. A person that did not want to be seen in the presence of military amputees because, quote, it doesn't look good for me. A person that demonstrated open contempt for a Gold Star family, for all Gold Star families, on TV during the 2016 campaign.
Donald Trump supporters like to wrap themselves in American flags and call themselves patriots, yet they still support the man who has made derogatory comments towards members of our military multiple times. That was Donald Trump's former chief of staff, John Kelly, going on the record to confirm these comments that Trump has made on multiple occasions. Not only has he made derogatory comments towards our military veterans, but he has made hateful comments towards active military members, people currently serving and risking their lives for our country. So happy Memorial Day to anybody who has served for our country, and I'd like to break down some of these remarks Donald Trump has made. Ron Filipkowski on Twitter said, "Remember when Trump was late to lay the wreath at the tomb of the unknown soldier on Memorial Day 2020 and kept all the military veterans and their families waiting while he was busy tweeting about himself?" And this ties into a broader pattern of Donald Trump having no respect for the people who served for our country and no respect for the people who support him. He only cares about himself. This article reads, when Donald Trump canceled a visit to an American cemetery near Paris in 2018, he blamed rain for the last-minute decision, saying that the helicopter couldn't fly and that the Secret Service wouldn't drive him there. Neither claim was true. Trump rejected the idea of the visit because he feared his hair would become disheveled in the rain and because he did not believe it important to honor American war heroes who died, according to 4 people with first-hand knowledge of the discussion that day. In a conversation with senior staff members on the morning of the scheduled visit, Trump said, "Why should I go to that cemetery? It's filled with losers." In a separate conversation on the same trip, Trump referred to the more than 1,800 Marines who lost their lives at Belleau Wood as suckers for getting killed. And I want you to watch this video of this man whose father was a World War II veteran and who was tearing up outside of a Trump protest in DC, recalling how his father instilled these values in him, instilled values that Donald Trump is the antithesis of. Watch this clip.
My father was also in the war, and he said, "We got to stop this guy." And he was a squadron commander, and he lost 110 men, and he never got a scratch. And he lived his whole life trying to be worthy of their sacrifice. And he asked me to do the same. So this is a very small thing to do. But why everyone in the country isn't doing this or trying to learn and understand what this man is doing to our country, I don't get it. I don't get it. But everyone needs to do something to stop this guy and get rid of him, get him out of our country. He's destroyed it. And we can't just stand by and let this happen. Oh yeah, alternative facts, you know, everything that chipped away at our democracy, all to ingratiate Donald Trump. This guy's the biggest con man in the world. Well, the same way it happened with Adolf Hitler, people weren't paying attention. I don't need it. I'm not ashamed of anything. No. He's across the river, Arlington. If I'm one grain of sand on the beach of resistance, I'm proud.
He said, if I am one grain of sand on this beach of resistance, then I am proud. That was a beautiful quote that I will carry with me. I also want you to watch this clip of an Afghanistan veteran on MSNBC blasting Donald Trump for his constant disrespect towards veterans.
They should, but they won't. Donald Trump is a disgusting human being. He's a terrible person. And it's revealed time and time again, but especially when he continues to be a political flamethrower against people in uniform. It happened with John McCain. It happened with Kelly. It happened with the Khan family. It happened with Alex Vindman. It happens over and over again. And it shows how he has no integrity. It shows how he has no honor. And I also think it's bad politically. I think this is exactly the kind of thing that drives away moderate Republicans, which are still out there, drives away independents especially, and in swing states. 50% of veterans are independent. These are the people that he's fighting tooth and nail against Biden for. And I think these things continue to pile up and drive those people away.
Again, very well said and very powerful stuff coming from that veteran. I have one more Memorial Day clip to play for you guys of a former Trump voter who is also a veteran, and she says her husband actually died as a Navy chief. And this woman refuses to vote for Donald Trump in 2024 because of his constant disrespect towards veterans. Watch this.
I cannot support a man that is an instigator of an insurrection of our country. I cannot vote for a man who has belittled the fighting men and women of our country. My name is Tina, and I am a former Trump supporter. Voted for him twice, but never again. I'm a retired veteran. My husband was a Navy chief who died in an aircraft mishap supporting and defending this country. My son spent 11 months in Iraq in 2023, and they fought for that election process. And for someone to thumb their nose at it, President Trump crossed the line at that moment. And then on top of that, when Trump said in a private conversation that these military service members were losers, they're just a bunch of losers. And of course, I'm not saying it verbatim. That hurt. That hurt. My husband's sacrifice does not qualify him as a loser. He's a winner. He's a hero. So for a president to belittle our service members was the final straw for me. I cannot support a man who can't lead the men and women who serve this country. I cannot support a man that is an instigator of an insurrection of our country. I cannot vote for a man who has belittled the fighting men and women of our country.
Again, if you're a veteran watching this video, thank you for your service. If you have military family members, make sure you thank them for their service. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like, hit that subscribe button, comment a blue heart if you made it this far. Most importantly, have a great day, everyone.